DJI have released a new update and it is 1.21.4. What does it contain? What does it fix? Let's find out. So when DJI release their updates, sometimes they don't give you too much information. It's usually updating certain things and fixing some bugs. And I thought I would just give you a rundown of exactly what this update contains and if it's worth updating or not, depending on your drone. Now this will feature the Avata 360, the DJI Neo, the Mini 5 Pro and the Mavic 4 Pro. So when it comes to the DJI Avata 360, it's all to do with enhanced video and photo. They've added support for 4K at 100 frames video recording in 360-degree mode and photo capture in single lens mode. There's a smarter tracker adding automation detection for cycling and skiing subjects in focus track. High precision editing, adding high precision intelligent stitching for editing panoramic videos directly within the DJI Fly app, and flight physics, optimized horizontal descent speeds along slopes to prevent aircraft from drifting away. So that's the DJI Avata 360. Now to leap into the Neo 2. So what has been updated with the Neo 2? Let's find out. So when it comes to the DJI Neo 2, there's 5 new cinematic flight modes. Introduces the brand new Helix close-up mode and 4 distinct variations of the highlight slow motion. So that's a great thing for all of those DJI Neo 2. Now it's to do with Mini 5 Pro and the Mavic 4 Pro. So when it comes to the DJI Mini 5 Pro and the Mavic 4 Pro, all I've done here is just optimized the battery experiences and stabilization patches to resolve issues introduced in earlier spring updates. So when it comes to the updates, it really is only for Avata 360 and the DJI Neo 2. Nothing really for the Mini 5 Pro or the Mavic 4 Pro in this release. Now the next bit is all to do with bugs. What's it fixed and what drone has it fixed? Let's check that out. So the first one is in relation to the RC2 controller and a bit of lagging. So multiple pilots report that there's severe stick control latency and screen lagging issues on the RC2 remote controller, which updated to firmware version 10.00.0700 alongside this app release. So that stick latency and that screen lagging hopefully will be resolved when you update to this version. Now the next one is overheating corrections with the DJI Neo 2. Now when it comes to the DJI Neo 2, it addresses power draw bugs that previously caused the DJI Neo 2 to trigger rapid overheating and battery warming alerts while on the ground. So if you've been having any issues regarding overheating with the DJI Neo 2, update it with this 1.21.4 release and hopefully that will resolve it. The next one is to do with the Mini 5 Pro and issues with the gimbal. So there has been a gimbal bug patch. This fixes the infamous rocket Quickshot gimbal glitch on the Mini 5 Pro that causes erratic camera movement at high altitudes. So if you've been trying to do that rocket Quickshot and you have had a bit of issues with the gimbal moving around, hopefully the update of 1.21.4 has resolved that. Have you had that issue in the past? Has it been resolved? Let us know in the comments. Now the next one is a very important one for beginners, especially when it comes to these updates, and it is quite crucial that you make sure that you go into your settings and change these, and this is what they are. So when installing version 1.21.4 and its companion drone firmware, your safety parameters like the return to home altitude and the maximum flight distance may reset to factory defaults. So when you've updated, every time you've updated, make sure you double check and readjust your preference settings before you next take off. It's not common knowledge that when you update your drone or your DJI Fly app that certain features will default to factory settings like the return to home altitude and the maximum flight distance. So when you've updated to 1.21.4 or any other in the future, just go into your DJI Fly app and just double check those two settings just so you don't get confused why it's doing something that it shouldn't. But yeah, I just wanted to pull apart this because sometimes it just says updates and bug fixes but doesn't really tell you exactly what it relates to. So I wanted to show you exactly what it relates to see if it's worth updating. So if you haven't had any problems with your drone or anything to do with your controller, then there's probably no point in updating. But if you're having issues with that rocket Quickshot or overheating with the Neo 2, get the update and let me know in the comments if that's fixed it or not. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, comment below and let me know if you've had any issues with your drone, any ideas I could do with my drone, any sort of things you want to ask me and I can demonstrate with my drone. Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, because it helps me push these videos out. So thank you so much for watching, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye bye.